Yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Yo, this is fucking hilarious. You guys in the YouTube chat already, man. That's love right there, man. I'm grateful for you guys. XLR8 can't rest some gains. Hell no, you can't. Hell no, you can't. Marjan, good morning. Rolex, good morning. XLR8, good morning. Mukisha, good morning. Let's rock and roll, man. Looks like we're gonna have a little pullback here on gold, man. This was looking really good. As soon as I opened up the charts, I seen that the lows were broken, and I seen that it was going to break the highs, and I was like, oh shit, man, that's a perfect recipe for an impulse trade. But daily candle's bearish, so we're not gonna rush in anything, do nothing ridiculous. We got GJ kind of ranging here. So yeah, let's just take our time. I got some coffee here. We're gonna get this thing rocking and rolling. We're gonna get this thing rocking and rolling. Got this hourly candle closing. Yeah, looks like we're gonna get a little pullback here on gold. That's good though. Maybe it can retrace a little bit, and then we can catch sells down. But yeah, for those of y'all that like to take counter trend trades, counter trend entries with the proper confirmations, this is definitely a good confirmation. Alright, let me get this sent out to everybody. We're just gonna remove the charts. Make them naked here. Let's see. Eli, good morning. Gary, good morning. What's good with it? Feeling good. I always feel good right after a nice workout. A nice pump in. It's Thursday. Yes, Marjan, you guys gotta be patient. You guys know I never let anybody down. I gotta get everything sent out to everybody. Just like the markets. The only way you're gonna be successful is if you're patient. Alright, let's do a little analysis here. So let's take it away from gold.
Hey, hey.
What's up, Christine?
How are you this morning?
Not bad, not bad. Rocking and rolling. How about you?
Same. Just looking at the charts. See what's going on.
Yeah, it looks like we're ranging.
Oh yeah. For sure. Or has a nice fall drop.
Hello.
What's up, Maurice?
I'm good. Yesterday I wasn't able to join. I was at the farm. The animal doctor came yesterday, so I had to be present.
What type of animals do you have?
Mostly cows.
Nice.
I have there are around 80 cows.
Good
Nice.
gracious.
You got a dairy farm.
Yeah, it's a dairy farm. And I also have goats, but goats mostly, I just have them at not like that much, like around 10 or 20. But cows are the ones that I have the most.
Yeah, that's cool. I grew up on a farm in Michigan.
Yeah, man. Farm life is always the best. No hassle.
Yeah.
No hassle.
Yeah, you just gotta deal with the animals, right? No people.
Yeah, that's the thing. Deal with animals, know when to feed them, know when they need to see the doctor, those kind of things.
Yeah.
And they'll treat you well for life. That's the best thing about them.
Yeah, that's
They don't
cool.
talk back either.
Yeah.
Yeah, the farm that I grew up on in Michigan, it was all crops. So soybeans, wheat, corn. No animals. Let's see. What's up, Mohammed, in the YouTube chat? What's up, Igor? How's it going? What's up, Marjan? What's up, Jake? What's up, Sartaz? Let's see.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up, Sartaz?
Yeah. So fine, bro. How are you?
Not
What's
bad,
up?
not bad. All good. Yeah, I don't know what was going on this morning. My workout was taking forever. It's like
Oh,
2 hours.
oh. No, fine, bro.
I gotta start waking up
Is that
earlier.
your-
I took the sale.
Is that your view, Mike?
I took the sale on gold, man.
Yeah, Jake, that's my view. That's where I live. Sunrise this
Can you
morning.
see that from your house?
No, it's just like a quarter-mile walk. You know, so
Yeah.
5-minute walk down my road.
That's insane, man. Looks nice.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's nice.
I was ready to background that shit.
Yeah, I got a good one on my background actually. Can you see that?
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
where you live.
Yeah, that was a really good morning.
That's
Wow.
gorgeous.
Yep. Old Tybee Island, Georgia. Tiny little hillbilly island.
Mike, I have one question.
Yeah, what's up, Marjan?
Actually, me and Igor, we are learning together. So, do you have any advice? Because he's better than me, but we are trying to learn how to trade Forex. And do you have any advice for us?
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing that helped me out is you know, and if you follow Raja or whatever, you know, it's pretty aligned with what he always talks about. You know, the biggest thing that really helped me out was just focusing on one pair, one currency pair, one time session. You know, so only trading one session per day, and then just taking one trade per day. Those three things I think is probably the best thing that you can do. Because like the biggest thing for me is like with the session, you know, you start to learn how like price moves, how a pair moves during a specific time. And then, you know, if you're only trading one pair, you're getting really comfortable with just that pair. So I'm not sure, Marjan, how long you've been watching me, but when I first started streaming, I was just trading GJ, and for years that was how it was. I only traded GJ, and that really was like a huge game changer for me, because, you know, I was just watching one pair, you know, so I really started to understand how it moved. I was only watching it at one time, so I knew like when the volume times, when it started to move fast or had like large movements, and then you know, just taking one trade allowed me to really understand what happened during that trade. Why did I win? Why did I lose? You know, what could I have done better? Things like that. So, you know, a lot of times like I talk about one trade per day as like a risk management thing. Sure, it's a great risk management thing, but the biggest thing that I think you can take away from just taking one trade per day is when you go to review your trading journal or your past analysis or whatever the case might be, you can spend more time dissecting, you know, each individual trade, because you didn't take 30 trades in a week. You only took maximum 5. You know, so when on Saturday morning for me, that's what I do, is I'll review my trades from the previous week, and it will only take less than an hour, you know, sometimes probably 30 minutes. Whereas like when I was taking a ton of trades, it was like overwhelming to even pull up my trade journal and try and look through it. So that would be my advice for somebody that is just getting rocking and rolling with trading and really trying to understand it. That would be it for sure. Just one session, one pair, and one trade.
Okay, one more question.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of choosing gold or choosing GBPJPY GJ. What do you think is better for beginner?
I would say GJ probably. But I don't know, honestly. I think like GJ would probably be a better one to focus on, but at the same time, gold, in my opinion, like you can see it has really good market structure. You know, like when it moves pretty nice. You know, you can clearly tell it's ranging right now. You can clearly tell like this was a nice move down. You know, whereas GJ, sometimes it gets a little choppy with like the wicks and stuff, and it's kind of hard to dissect. So even to that point, you know, maybe even like Euro JPY, maybe that's like a better pair, you know. But if you're wondering between gold and GJ, I would say focus on GJ. It's not gonna move as harsh, and you know, to me, if you can become profitable on GJ, it's gonna make a lot more sense when you move to something like gold. The problem, in my opinion, with gold being a beginner is like it can wreck you, you know. I mean, it moves very fast, you know, so a lot of times, you know, like I found myself in positions where I would take a trade and it would just like hit stop loss immediately or hit take profit immediately, where GJ, you know, sometimes it moves a little bit slower. So if you're trying to manage the trade, you know, manage the risk, then it's a little bit easier. But I don't know. I mean, I would say GJ. To give you a flatline answer, I would say GJ.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Moto 3 man.
Mike,
Yeah, Maurice, what's up?
yeah, I did my analysis and I sent it over.
Oh yeah, let me check that out. Check it out here. Alright, let me check out GJ here too. It's taking a second to load for some reason. Let me see these YouTube. Moto 3 man, to be honest, this guy is honest and he's telling you true answers. Hey, thank you for the love, man. Eli, Mike, I like AUD, JPY, and the JPY pairs overall. Do you have any knowledge on them that you could pass along? Eli, not too much. To be honest, like, I mean, there was a point in my trading career where I traded like freaking every pair, but I wouldn't really recommend that, to be honest. You know, so when I really like got solidified or like decided to just stick with a specific pair, it was GJ to start, and it was simply just because that's what Raja traded, and that's who I was learning from. You know, I was showing up to his streams every single day, and so I would do like kind of what Maurice is doing. You know, I'd make my analysis, and then, you know, I'd hop on Raja's stream, and if my analysis, you know, was similar, then you know, that would boost my confidence, you know. And then I would just try and trade. You know, I would just try and take an entry based on, you know, what I thought. If Raja thought the same thing, then that was like an extra confluence, but I wasn't trying to like take like signals based off of him. So Eli, to answer your question in short, don't really have any knowledge over JPY pairs other than GJ. But yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people that trade like AUD, JPY, AUD, USD, things like that. The one thing that that Raja told me that made a lot of sense to me as far as how to pick a pair is you want something that's going to be influenced in one direction. You know, so for example, GJ, at the time that I trade it, you know, right here, like during New York session, JPY is already closed. You know, the Japanese market's already closed. So with that said, you know, I don't really care about, you know, the news types of events, because I really only know that it's going to be influenced by GJ or the pound. It's not going to be influenced by yen. So that's one thing that made a lot of sense to me when Raja talked about that in the past, was if you know, when you're picking a currency pair, pick something that has one pair open or one like kind of like heavy thing that's going to push it, and then you have the other pair that's like closed, so you know the market's really only influenced by one pair, if that makes sense. So that's what I would say to that, Eli. So if you're trading AUD JPY, you know, that might not even be the best pair, because if you think about it, the volume times are going to be the same. It's going to be Asian session volume, you know, because you're trading AUD, which is Asian session, and then you're trading JPY, which is Asian session, where GJ is London session and JPY is you know, Asian session. So when you're trading it, you know, in London session, it's, you know, primarily influenced by the yen, or I mean by the pound, and especially in New York session, it's definitely only influenced by pound because yen's closed. So something to think about there. And with gold, it's kind of hard to think about because, you know, gold itself, like XAU, can really be influenced through all sessions, whereas USD is like the primary driving force, which is why it really moves during New York session. So that's my opinion based on it. But I mean, nonetheless, I honestly don't think it's something that you need to get like analysis paralysis over. You know, just pick a pair, stick with it, and I mean, they all kind of move the same. You know, all pairs follow market structure. All pairs are gonna move. It's just about staying consistent with the pair and analyzing it, in my opinion. Alright, let's see this. I think for GJ, we'll look for buys unless price comes down here, 160.384. But it looks like we need to get a breakout here and could potentially have impulse situation here. Let me see what the range is through this candle. Yeah, it's about 20 pips. It's not the best. Not the best, and it's super choppy above it. You know, so like all these ranges, you know, super choppy. So this and Marjan, this is kind of what I was talking about as far as GJ. You know, it can be tricky. So sometimes you have to exercise some real discipline to trade it. It's like all of these ranges, in my opinion, aren't really tradable ranges. Yeah, so I mean, I'd really probably want buys above here, which is really far. And also, I mean, if you look at the daily candles, you know, you can kind of see why we're having this story of the ranging market. This current daily candle and this daily candle, you know, you can tell it definitely looks like the daily should push up, and maybe 161. 161.675 or so. But the ranges just don't look too friendly. Like all of this over here just looks like crap.
I am just waiting for the 30 minutes candle closing.
On GJ?
If the 30, if the 30 minutes candle already broke the previous candle, okay. But if the candle will close above this zone, then it can push up, because we have a strong bullish on H4 and daily. And
Yeah.
I have buy from. I have already buy from 160. Just 160.525. I took this buy in London, so I have runner also.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was good.
Based on H1, yeah. So I am looking. Man, you know, I took gold man trade, you know. I took and just it dropped 50 pips, man, within 5 minutes.
Yeah, see, and that's kind of what I was talking about, Marjan, is yeah, that's why gold is kind of dangerous. So yeah.
Today I was busy, man. We have Republic Day. That's why I did not came for live.
Oh yeah, you didn't do a live today?
No, because we have Republic Day. We have no. That's why holiday. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I mean, I think for GJ, you know, you could potentially catch something in this range right here, this candle right here, but
Yeah.
above just looks really challenging. You know, I don't like this.
Yeah, these are the consolidation.
Yeah.
Overall, we have no clean candles after that. Yeah. So overall, you know, we need to close the 30 minutes candle above this zone, and we will decide. Before, nothing, man.
Yeah, and it's same type of thing here with gold. Honestly, I mean, it would look good below. Obviously, I mean, got some wicks here, but nonetheless, I mean, blue candles, so I think it could make a push.
Maybe gold will fall after COMEX open till NYSE. Then it will, bro. If you saw on the chart on gold, last 5-6 days it dropped from NY. It start from NY to NYSE, and then it came to his high till London closed.
Yeah.
The psychology of the gold right now absolutely changed.
Yeah, it's been buying for quite a while. I mean, if you look at the daily, we had a
Yeah,
lot of bullish movement.
yeah.
Consecutive bullish
And
candles, and then just one random bearish, and then same thing, so.
if you look weekly candle, I think, man, it can go at 1970, at least 97. It has potential to go 1970.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Mike.
Yes, yeah, this isn't loading for some reason. Maurice. Oh, just got it.
Yeah, it's crazy because when I sent the analysis, price had not broken below 1937. So it's crazy because I said if it breaks below that one, the next candle might actually push it a little bit down, maybe like 20 pips. So I just opened my trading view right now, and I saw like it hit that support level and just stayed there. You should have a look at it.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see. It was yeah, this candle was moving strong bearish when you sent it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I think you could I think you can get this. I think, sells below this 1934.32 would be good. But I see where you have it marked up at. I think you have it right here. Yeah, it looks like it's like right here at this level. Based on these candles here. But now that we've confirmed like a more recent support here, I think if we get a closure below here, then you'll be safer. Or I mean, you'll be safe. But yeah, you're how you have it, the 1933.48. I think that would definitely be safer. And then I see where you're targeting here, 1929 or so. Yeah, so I like this.
Yeah.
Right at the bottom of the wicks. Yep. Yeah, and then some sort of pullback, maybe to here or up here or something to continue down would be good. So yeah, I agree with what you sent over here.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright, I got some stuff here in the YouTube. Alright, Moda 3, man, good start, good end, good results. Yeah. Manos, do you trade your live account? Yes, I do trade a live account. And Tokozo, how's it going? Welcome. Eli, yes sir. Virat, AUD USD, what do you think? I think that's a good pair to trade because of what I was talking about earlier. If you trade it during Asian session, it's only going to be influenced by AUD. If If you trade it during New York session, it's only going to be influenced by USD. So yeah, I think that's a good pair to trade. And I actually know a lot of people that are very successful with AUD USD as well. It doesn't really move too much, to be honest, but yeah, it's good. Marjan, what is your opinion on funded? FXM, I don't know anything about FXM. I honestly don't know anything about any type of funded accounts. The only type of like funded accounts that I've personally used was FTMO, and that was a long time ago, before I was really profitable, and I never passed the challenge, so I never got a payout. But yeah, I mean, so to give you my honest opinion about funded accounts, I think they're great. I think they're great, you know, to leverage. But like the important thing that you got to understand is if you're not profitable on say $100 account or a $50 account, then you're not going to be profitable on Tofu. There's a trade ongoing in Desi Traders. That guy gives brilliant trades in his live stream, and there is a trade running. I'm up 576 right now. Awesome, Tofu. Go back to his fucking stream. But yeah, so like I was saying with the funded accounts, I think they're great. You know, the important thing is, and so like when I got into funded accounts, my biggest problem was I thought that if I had traded with more money, I was going to be profitable. I thought I needed more money to trade with, and that was going to make me profitable. And the biggest thing is, the biggest misconception is exactly that. If you can't be profitable on a $50 account or a $100 account, you're never going to become profitable on a funded account. You're just going to end up blowing money on challenges over and over and over again, demolishing your confidence, and it's never going to work out for you. So that would be my thought process, is to, instead of, you know, getting the funded account, take that money that the funded account would cost, deposit it into a broker. So say for example, I know like some of them, you know, the funded accounts are as low as $50, you know, to get them, or to do the test or whatever. Take that $50, deposit it into a broker, and then you know, trade that $50, double it, turn that 50 into 100, you know, with proper risk management, 1% per trade, you know, all that good stuff. And then once you double it, withdraw that $50, buy the funded account, and then that way if you fail the challenge, it doesn't matter because you made that, you know, you doubled it up. So that would be my advice when it comes to funded accounts. Make sure you're profitable, and if you're not profitable, then deposit whatever money that you're thinking about depositing, or that you were going to spend, you know, to get that challenge account, deposit it into a broker, and then double it up with proper risk management and stuff like that. Withdraw it, voila, you know, get that funded account, do the challenge, and you'll probably pass it flying colors, and you'll be super confident about your strategy, all that type of stuff. Another thing is with the funded accounts is like there's a lot of benefits as far as specifically like here in the US, like tax advantages, things like that. Like for example, when you use a funded account, you're 1099, you know, you're paid through 1099, you're basically paid as a contractor, and so the taxes are totally different. Whereas when you're trading a live account, when you're trading a real account, you withdraw money, you got to pay capital gains tax on it, and that's fucking high. So Marjan, the thing is, after I gain confidence and I'm profitable, I want to leverage money. Yeah, exactly. And so I didn't have that perspective for a long time. So I actually was against funded accounts for a long time. And then one of my good friends who is a very successful trader, he told me he used a funded account, and I was like, what the hell? What do you mean? And then he started explaining to me the tax benefits, you know, like it's not my money, so if I lose it, whatever, you know, the broker, you know, I can't really worry about like the broker, you know, like rug pulling me, you know, like closing down on me or scamming me, because, you know, like I don't have 20, 30 grand in a broker, you know, things like that. So I definitely see a lot of benefits in using funded accounts. But like I said, your mentality around why you're using the funded account needs to be, you know, proper. Manos, I think if the new 30-minute candle breaks the previous high, do you consider buying gold? No, I don't like buying gold until price comes up above like 1948.31, because I only really like to trade in the direction of the daily candle. I do think that that is like a good condition of a counter trend trade. I mean, as we always talk about, you know, price came down, created a low. Now it's obviously created support and a resistance. And if it breaks this resistance, it could definitely come up here to 1940 or so, and probably even it could even correct the entire move down. So you really don't know. But for me personally, I really only like to trade in the direction of the daily candle. So I'm only going to be looking for sells unless price comes up here above 1948.31. Let's see. Wait, you're telling me profits from prop firms are treated as 1099? Are you sure about that? Yes, sir. I am 100% sure about that. It's the nature of how they pay you out. It's not capital gains tax, or I mean, you're not making that money because of the markets. You're making that money because somebody is compensating you for your work. You know, so you're treated as a 1099 employee. V.AUD
Hey,
USD.
bro,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
one thing is very simple about funding. If you are consistent, then you can go. If you are not, then don't waste your money. Because I have experience in funding account, and you know I have everything for my funding.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, Mohammed, how are you, man? What's up?
I'm blessed, brother. How you doing? You all good?
What's up? What's up, Fareed?
Good morning, Mike. How you doing, man?
Good, good. Living, man, living.
Yeah, people are feasting gold with London.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it looked like it had a pretty nice drop here.
Yeah, some of us benefited with that. Just pull back on that bullish move that was moving up. Took those buys and then called it a day. With London, actually, before that drop happened.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Up over there. Up over there, yeah. It was like a 30 pip move. So took like 2 entries there. First secured at 18, then got another opportunity, took another buy, secured at 30. So yeah.
Nice.
That was London. So we're chilling here.
Yeah, yeah, nothing going on so far. GJ kind of just ranging as well as gold. So Sartaz, I was thinking we were gonna get this push up from how it was printing, but clearly not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think we got some news today actually, so it could what?
I took the same trade based on H1 also on pre-NY, yeah, when starting based on H1 on gold 20 pips. Yeah, we have news, bro. GDP after NY open.
Yeah, I do believe that that's gonna bring in some volatility.
Yeah, of course. It will be volatile, man. No, at this time, you know, GG is ranging, gold is ranging. I think everything waiting for news.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think maybe volume will not come in NY. It will come after Commerce open or before NYSE.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, typically, I mean, that's what happens, like, pre-NY, if there's, big news event, then pre-NY, it's gonna range.
Hey, bro, I experienced one thing last 3 or 4 months. If you trade in one pair, okay, like GJ supported, GJ is a good currency, man. If you look at GJ daily, man, took us 2 setups, okay. One is buy, one is sell. If you catch 10 pips in the buy, 10 pips in the sell, I think that's enough, yeah, for one trader.
Yeah.
Because gold is very volatile, man. You will trade and Hey, Muhammad, bro, why are you laughing, man?
I like the way you've just said gold is so volatile, man, and it's
Yeah,
like
of course,
scary.
man. Horrible, man.
That's what we like,
No.
man. People like us like that volatility. There is a way it puts you at the edge of your seat, and you're like, yeah.
No,
Ask
know,
Mike. Mike has all the recipe when it comes to gold now.
Yeah. Dang, yeah, dude. This guy KJ in the YouTube chat, he said, "Hey Mike, you hear about all the issues Traders Domain is having. Ted's a good guy, but people withdraws deposits are not working." So, oh damn.
Yeah, that's a little fishy to me.
Yeah, have you guys heard anything about that?
What Traders Domain?
Yeah.
I've been seeing rumors going around.
Yeah, you'll have to wait for
a
that.
little bit about it in Slack. A lot of people are complaining about it in Slack.
Damn. Huh, I
I
wonder
don't know
what
what's
that-
going on over there. But people not getting their money, that's for sure. It's crazy.
Yeah, I used it. I did a withdrawal December 4th. I got it on December 26th.
Oh!
It took 22 days to get a withdrawal?
To get my withdrawal.
Holy. Damn.
It's not looking good, bro.
This is travel, man.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy.
I cannot wait, man, for 22 days.
Uncle Ted is slacking.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Like, Uncle Ted's, like, I mean, to me, I thought he was, like, one of the OGs. Like, he was, like, the real deal, you know? If that's happening, that's gonna make me, like, suspicious about everybody. Raja moved to Pakistan, man. Fuck, maybe that's his plan. But...
Fuck.
Oh, man, that's
You're
crazy.
not gonna find them, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's super wild. Man, I really hope that's not the case. I know a lot of people that use Traders Domain. A lot of people.
Yeah, now it's you know what? That is good. Do you know this guy from Thailand that used Traders Domain to trade $5,000 to $700,000, and then it's like he kind of blew the money, and he was complaining about Traders Domain. I'm forgetting the guy.
Oh, Sean Lee.
Aha, yeah. There was a battle on Instagram between him and Uncle Ted about the brokerage. So this guy is going to be proven right, man. If this is the case, he's going to come out now. This battle is going to rise again.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's the case, because that guy was complaining that, I don't know, the brokerage was lacking and this and this. A lot of complaints, and Uncle Ted came out to like justify himself, like that wasn't right and stuff. So when this problem is coming up into the scene right now, this guy is going to come back and tell you people, you see, you guys, I told you. Because the guy flipped 5,000K to 700,000 in like a space of a month. But then the next month he blew up all the thing. So
did he ever show withdrawals or no?
Yeah, he did some withdrawals and then tried to do it again. So he blew up all the money that had remained. So he came back to Uncle Ted to like do what? To ask for a refund, because he was saying that the brokerage had some issues and like they'll be booking him, things like that.
Yeah.
So Uncle Ted came out to like justify that it wasn't a problem with the brokerage, it was how he was trading.
Yeah. Mike, who are you using currently?
I use Dominion Markets.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I started using it, like I switched over to it as soon as Raja started it.
Mm.
I have an account also with Dominion Markets, but I haven't really funded it yet.
I've never had any problems. Withdrawals usually happen pretty fast. Like, I mean, within 24 hours for sure. Honestly, probably even faster than that.
Yeah, you use crypto?
Yeah. And that I just looked on Twitter. I was just looking up. I was just looking up Traders Domain, And that's what it seems like, is like people that are doing crypto withdrawals and deposits don't seem to be having too much of a problem.
Yeah.
It looks like it's people that are doing debit and wire and stuff like that.
I see.
Which I
Yeah,
know,
I've
like,
only.
I know the KYC stuff is like super strict, you know, so that might be why, honestly.
Right. Yeah, I haven't made any withdrawals with Dominion before. I just recently funded my account with them not too long ago. But when I deposit, it hits my account within like maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like hopefully the same as with the withdrawal.
Yeah, no, I mean,
at least within 24 hours. I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm okay with
I get confirmations of it fast, you know. I mean, within like an hour, it'll say that it's approved, and then definitely within 24 hours, it's in my account. So
yeah,
that's wild, man. I did not know that. That's crazy. I know so many people that use Trader's Domain, man. Like, shit.
Yeah.
Last Uncle Ted was speaking of trying to sell it off. He's tired of that Trader's Domain. Had some issues. So I don't know if he sold it off, he's still running it, but he had a plan of selling it off last year. If he could have a nice offer, he was selling it off.
Damn.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, if it's doing, like, why would you sell it?
Yeah.
There's got to be something going on.
Yeah, that's sketchy.
Because you don't just walk away from brokerage money.
No, are you kidding me? I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm just coming back to New York session. I was trading London for a little bit. It's nice having someone to chat with. This shit is boring.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I started doing the streams, you know? Like, I mean, my family doesn't know what the fuck I'm doing, so I can't, like, call my mom up and be like, hey, mom, you know? This is what I'm thinking for gold this morning, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. Definitely agree. It's nice to have the camaraderie, people that understand what you're going through when you're eating shit sandwiches, and you know, people that you can celebrate with when everything's going good.
Right. Yeah, this year I'm really locking in on this.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So you said you traded. You were pretty consistent with London. Were you still trading like gold and GJ, or were you trading other pairs?
Yeah, I was trading gold. I haven't really touched GJ in a little while. But actually, I had a different job last year where I didn't have as much freedom to trade as much, so I kind of took a extended break. But now that I'm full time with the family company, you know, I've been able to work from home and kind of have a lot more free time to focus on what I want to do. So it's been nice.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. What's your family company?
So they're veterinary medicine, so they own their own practice. Yeah, and we do a lot of stuff that's like mobile. So we travel to different cities and offer like low cost vaccinations for dogs and cats and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're trying to expand and find another doctor to start doing surgeries for us, but it's been kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the doctors are moving out of state because California's so goddamn expensive. Nobody can keep up.
Yeah. Damn, dude, you're in California, man. That's a 445 right now, isn't it?
Yep, I used to, dude. Honestly, I did 330s religiously for a year when I started following Raja. I was just on his live streams every day, and that was tough, man.
Yeah,
that was really tough. So now I'm picking the time of waking up at 4 a.m. kind of just waking up, making some coffee, heating up my office because it stays really cold.
Yeah.
And then I'm on the charts by like 4:30, just marking them up.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I mean that's I mean I wake up at 4. That's kind of similar. I wake up at 4. I dive into a workout and then get into the charts, you know, by 6:30 or so.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not too bad, but It just seems so much earlier for some reason because I know you're out there.
Yep.
Your commitment is next level. Oh my days.
Yeah, it looks like I might try and break out to the upside. I would honestly prefer it to pull back a little bit further and form a level of resistance up here, 1940, 66 or something, and come back down. I think that would be nice.
Are you looking for buys or waiting for the sells?
Yeah, I'll wait for the sells to happen, and unless price comes up above here. I really like to trade only in the direction of the daily candle, so it's currently bearish. So, and the real reason like that I do that is because, oh, is that mine? Is that my computer? I think it just glitched out. The real reason that I do that is just because it makes it a lot simpler to determine like a bias, in my opinion. You know, like for example, you know, like one thing that I notice a lot of times is, you know, you see price moving a certain way and you're like, all right, cool, it looks like it's going to be lining up for sells. And then you see, like, for example, this happening, and it looks like it's going to break out up here, you know, above 1937.42 or something. Now you're like, oh shit, you know, buys are about to come in. So it's like you're constantly like flip-flopping back and forth, like sells, buys, you know. So that's like the main reason that I like to trade in the direction of the daily, because then I can come to the charts, look at the daily, and be like, all right, cool. It's very clear that the current daily trend is bearish. And all I need to do is hop along for the ride. I just gotta wait for something to print that makes sense, you know.
Okay.
Just simplifies it for me.
Yeah.
And that's based on the current daily candle too. This guy in the YouTube chat, A-Berry daily candle. Do you prefer the previous day or current day? The current day. So I'm just looking, you know, where's the current day? You know, how's it looking? So, you know, obviously we're moving bearish. We already broke the high over here, so it could flip and just continue. Like this could be a liquidity grab to continue moving bullish, but for me, it just makes more sense because like if you think about it, if the daily candle is bearish and I'm taking sells based off a 30-minute time frame, it's a high probability that the 1 hour and 4 hour are going to be aligned in the same direction. So it's going to be like basically daily's bearish, 4 hours bearish, 1 hour's bearish, 30 minutes bearish. So it makes perfect sense to take sells, you know. Whereas if I take a buy and this counter trend moves, sure, it's a great opportunity for a counter trend move, but you know, maybe the daily's bearish, the 4 hour might be bearish too, the 1 hour might be bullish, and now the 30 minutes bullish. It's like there's too much like conflicting things in my opinion, you know. Try and keep it very simple.
Yeah, I get you.
That makes sense, Mike.
I still like these impulse moves up. I mean,
oh, I think it looks great, and I think if it breaks the high, it's gonna play out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the sells too below 1934.600 because that's a nice 50 pip range. I mean, you got clean traffic on the 15-minute time frame as well, so I think regardless wherever price goes right now, I think it'll fulfill those areas.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But to be honest, with my bias, I've been buys with gold. If you could go back to the daily for a minute, Mike. So when we look at the daily right now, current daily or the current area where the daily is playing at, right? So we are, if you see the previous daily candles we've had, yesterday, you remember that candle was strong bearish, innit? It was strong bearish by the time you were trading. So at around that next hour that opened with NYSE, that's the hour that we started having that push back up after creating a support. So the thing is, if you're seeing the daily creating if you see the lows of the previous daily candles, they are being respected accordingly. Just zoom in to the lows of the previous daily candles and look at them and see how it has been pulling, going to those lows, respecting those lows, and then pulling back up. So the thing with it is that what I'm currently seeing is that I expect that daily, if it's to push down, it will push down, but I expect it to respect the previous daily candle low at that point.
if we are to go down. And then most probably with the session open, it could be NY or NYSC, we start seeing that pullback. You know, right now I'm seeing it as a break and retest on the lower time frames. You see that on the daily we are having a breakout candle. On the daily we are having a breakout candle right there, and price just went up. We need price to come and retest that area that we broke out from before we can have any continuation. And another thing to put in mind, if you can go on the monthly time frame.
Yeah, but this is like what you're talking about, right, Harith? Like we had this breakout, retest, breakout, retest, breakout,
and then it will come and then push. Then if you could go on the monthly, I want to show you something on the monthly. And the reason as why we are having that deeper pullback. So on the monthly, you see on a monthly resistance right there.
Yep.
The previous resistance. So we are playing above that resistance, and remember now we are in a rejection area. That area can be difficult for you to take trades long term, because the way price can dance from there, you won't like it. So you're having that pullback on the daily. If you look at that zone that we're having, you know, the trades I took with London is that price was respecting that resistance there. So I took those impulsive buys. But I knew it was still early to hold buys long term, because we still needed that pullback on the daily. If you could, so you see that resistance. Now, if I was trying to look for sales below that resistance, when price started closing below that resistance on the lower time frames, I was finding sales. But after a retest, so those plays, the sales played out, but I didn't really take them because I had already taken buys previously on gold.
Mm-hmm.
So looking at that monthly candle, you already have that resistance that you're playing with. So you kind of be careful, and then you know what you're going to deal with when you're going to look for buys. We go back to looking at the weekly. Weekly is kind of clear. You have nothing there. So me having that, it would be easier for me to start finding buys when I have a retest back to that area to confirm that we are having a good support to hold price. But my idea of buys was going to be right below. There is a line you've drawn below the green line, just down after that clean move. The last line here I'm seeing on your chart, the last green line.
Yeah, down here.
Down there, but around that area, that's kind of the previous low of the daily. So around that area, if price is to go down, I will be looking for buys just around that area, that zone, that bearish candle there, that area, because I'm expecting that candle, if that candle is to go down, to respect the low and just do the same thing as the previous daily candles have been doing, moving straight down, scaring out people and starting to sell, and before you know it, with NYSC, that thing starts to pump back up later in the session. So those are the kind of scenarios I'm trying to look through with gold, based off the daily.
Yeah, I think it's valid for sure. The break and retest situation makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, just built that story with the daily and like made sense, because if you see those daily candles going on respecting the lows as it takes out the highs, but it does that later in the session, after the session has really moved, when people are not even on the charts, it's less people there, and that move kind of happens.
Yeah, this does look pretty good now. 30-minute, hourly, 30 minutes like breaking out. Hourly is forming a nice support here.
So the whole situation we are having on the daily is because we are at a stronger area on the monthly. The monthly way it is not a joking area. You could be faked out there and you'll never see that price again.
Yeah.
You are the resistance, the rejections. So you kind of be careful with buying, but you know what you're doing. You need confirmations from the lower time frames, and you don't need to hold so much, because it's a dangerous area. That's why you're seeing that those daily candles going and creating those huge wicks down to grab more liquidity and try breakout. So on the daily, you had that previous daily breakout from the resistance. That was the first breakout you had on the daily. So if that daily
if this current daily we are having closes bearish, it will simplify show us that we are having a fake out from the daily time frame on the monthly resistance. So you could probably see some sales from there with the next day coming, or that probably next week, because now you're having a fake out coming from a monthly resistance. Boy,
Yeah, I'm waiting for this candle to close.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it closes above this this little zone right here, I think it'll look real good.
Mm-hmm.
And like the liquidity grabs based on like hourly and 30-minute, I mean, it looks pretty good.
What time does the news come out?
5:30.
Yeah, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, 5:30
So you got
Pacific.
30 minutes. And that news is on inflation.
Yeah,
Okay.
it should be pretty volatile. In the past, GDP has been pretty volatile.
Yeah, the forecast is lower than the previous, so I mean that's worse for USD, right?
Well, so like technically, like how the news, like how it works, you know, so is if actual is greater than the forecast, then it's good for currency.
Right.
So like, yeah, you're technically right, but like what I've noticed is like, so say for example, if it comes out at 2.6%, you know, you'll probably see like a little whipsaw action, but it's not really gonna do anything. But if it comes out lower, then yeah, it's, you know, it's probably gonna skyrocket, you know, because it's gonna be bad for the currency. If it comes out higher, it'll probably drop because it's gonna be good for the currency. So yeah, it's kind of funny because like the rates, you know, they do like affect, you know, the market, but at the same time, it just depends on how they predict it. You know, like if it comes out as expected, then you know it kind of could do some wacky shit. So it's interesting. I typically stay away from it and catch a trade after news. You know, typically during news events, like we see something like this, especially high volatile news events, you know, price will just range for quite a while, and then it'll have a major breakout with the news, and then I'll either look for a continuation or a correction based off of that.
Looks like they're predicting unemployment claims are going to be climbing.
Yeah. I don't know how they predict these things, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and this is another thing. This only comes out quarterly, so you know it's more time involved in that news event. Whereas something that comes out monthly, you know, it's still volatile, but at the same time, you know. But yeah, this is difficult since it didn't close out of the range. It's a little difficult. GJ, just nothing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm honestly really mind blown about all this traders domain shit. This is crazy. I'm gonna have to look into that. The Mayhex can time frame 5 minute. I don't use the 5 minute time frame.
What is it, the 5 minute?
Yeah, you got a YouTube friend in here, Aretha, that wants a 5 minute. 5 minutes dangerous to me. I try and stay away from it. Hey Barry.
You know, I've been seeing something on the charts, right?
Say that again?
I've been seeing an idea right now with gold. Like, if I'm to find really good sales, I would like gold to pull back to that third line of the green line you drew, that third line over there.
This one?
That one. Yeah, I would love gold to pull to areas back there. And if I start having rejections, respecting that previous structure on the left hand side, respecting that structure, like if you can see there is a structure right there that we had, that we broke back in, and then now, so respecting the high of that structure and having rejections from the upper side, then you can easily sell, because that area aligns with the monthly resistance as well.
Yeah.
Remember, we had some breaking that area, breaking downside. That's why we had a pullback that we capitalized with buys during London session before that drop happened. So going back to those areas to like do a break and retest makes sense for a continuation downside.
Yeah.
Long term, if you want to visit the lows of the daily, back there down.
Yeah, I would like that. I would like that for sure. Barry, how to get the drawing tool on the top of your charting? This? I don't know. The thing just appeared one day. It's I know it's like favorited items, you know, so whatever I have favorited like pops up in that tool. So maybe that's why it doesn't show if you don't see it. Ooh, 1337 Forex, unpopular opinion, but I hated using Dominion markets. The website is not user friendly. Requested withdrawal January 2nd. Got the crypto on January 11th. So I pulled everything out. Didn't like that. Huh. Yeah, I took a withdrawal on... Let me see. It was like 2 weeks ago. On a Friday, and I got it that same day. It was the 13th, Friday the 13th. I don't know. I mean, I trust like I trust Raja. I think, you know. I mean, like he number one, he markets the shit out of that brand, you know, out of the broker. He's all over social media, you know. He's like, yeah, I don't really see him doing anything like that. Not to mention he's talked a lot of shit about rug pulls and shitty brokers and, you know, all this stuff over the years. So like if he's gonna do that, you can get fucked. Someone's gonna come after him.
Well, let them go after Ted as well, if that's the issue that is really happening with traders domain.
Yeah, I have a really hard time believing that, you know, like that's like the situation. Like, I mean,
I know Ted, if it's really the truth, Ted will come out on IG and address the situation.
Yeah.
His Uncle Ted though, he's a fucking ghost.
Yeah,
he's a ghost.
Yeah, and he's always kind of been like that too, you know. He's never really showed his face, you know. He's always kind of flew under the radar.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, I could see it happening, but I would be really shocked, you know. I'd be like, damn.
The reason, you know, Ted, long time ago, he used to do IG lives and putting up his face, but the problem is that people used to like clip him and try use him for like memes. They used to meme him, like if you go on YouTube and put in Ted and Raja Banks, that kind of meme is there on YouTube that really look funny. So he was pissed off with that, so that's why these days when he's doing a live, he cannot show his face right there.
Yeah, he can't handle the hate, I guess. Yeah, and he's kind of always been like that too. Like he always gets like super defensive when people are talking shit or anything, you know. So yeah.
So that's the whole idea about him not showing his face on like IG, where like any social media you won't see him.
Yeah.
Silence in the chats.
Yeah, that's that's crazy. Like I'm freaking mind blown. I might not even trade today. I'm mind blown. Oh my god.
You know, if this is true, you know what it's going to do? It's going to erupt the Forex world. Like, trust me, it's going to erupt these guys. Those guys who were down.
Oh yeah.
Like Sean Lee's and these guys from the UK.
But Uncle Ted is a G at the end of the day. I think many people made money with him when he was giving out those Instagram calls, the live calls on gold. Most people, I think, made money. Because I remember there's a time someone said he's a scammer. He was like, I can buy a monkey's heart.
Yeah.
And place it in yeah, but I think Ted is legit. Maybe that time, maybe the brokerage had an issue, but it did deliver the money as usual. Just took a while.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, you know, shit happens. You know, I mean, people have. I mean, I've gone through it. I'm currently going through like a little period of that. You know, like I shut down a couple of my businesses in August, and it just caused like fucking havoc. You know, like I lost a shit ton of money because of it, and I mean, it's like put me in like a little mental rut, you know. So like, I mean, I get it, you know. Like shit happens, you know. People go through their ups and downs, you know. So I mean, it could be the situation, you know. He could have lost his ass, you know, taking those 500 lot trades, you know. You lose a lot of money really quick, but I mean, you never know. You never know is what I'm trying to say, you know. Like it could be valid, you know. But
I mean, his cat might have died. You don't know.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah.
I remember last year, Ted came out on IG Live and he was like explaining the way he lost almost 80% of his account. 80%.
Holy cow.
He said that?
Yeah, last year. I'm not lying.
He must have been on drugs.
But he said that it didn't really bother him because he knew he had the skills to build it up back again. And he was trying to show us the way he was building it up. Right now it was seated like at $5 million, but at that point it was nowhere near where he wanted it to be, like where it was. So probably had like $10 million in the account, and then you like something like 7. So he was trying to build up the thing. So maybe like the way Mike is saying right now, he may have gone sideways.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Yeah, I mean, it can happen. I mean, think about the FTX dude. I mean, you know, he's at one point the king of the world, and then the next point, you know, like, he's like, you know, the most hated person in the world. So.
Yeah.
What was this story?
The FTX one? That's that's the Sam Bankman-Fried dude. He's been all over the news.
On the young girl?
Yeah, him and that young girl, yeah. I don't know really what their thing was, but like that one shocked me too, because I mean, they were big. I mean, like they sponsored like the MLB, you know, they sponsored like, I mean, they had the Miami Heat arena, you know, was sponsored by FTX. I mean, like they had big sponsorships, you know, like typically when you see these things, like they don't happen with like a very public company like that. But so like that one, when I saw that, I was like, holy, like that's crazy.
It was all involved with crypto. I don't know, they lost some BTC and what, things like that.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, when the market's good, when things are just going up, everything's, you know, life is amazing, and you think you're just like on top of the world, you know, you're like, I'll freaking throw 100 million over here, throw 100 million over here, you know, whatever. And then, you know, over the last year, I mean, Bitcoin dropped like 80%, 60% or something, you know, so, you know, I mean, rightfully so, you can see like why people are losing their ass.
Yeah, that reminds me of last year when gold was tanking down. So it was very easy to take sales, but there is a point gold reversed on me. Oh my days. Felt rock bottom. All the confidence died. All the confidence just reversed.
Yeah, well, I mean, also if you think about all the people that like went through that time period of, you know, I'm a crypto millionaire, and, you know, I'll just buy crypto, you know, these shit coins and hodl them until they gain 1,000%. You know, you don't see that anymore because like things aren't just going straight up. You know, it's not as easy. And same thing with the stock market. You know, we saw that happen with stocks. You know, stocks are just going straight to the moon, like the weed stocks and stuff like that when that was all popping off. You know, so there was a lot of those situations where we saw, you know, things just going straight up, and it's very easy to just press buy and let it go up. But sheesh.
Yeah, that's for sure. And it's not an easy market. That's why you see that these markets, there's no professional in the markets. Like, this is the grandmaster. What, man? Really, things can turn against you in the darkest of times, and feel like you've never knew how to trade since ever.
Yeah.
Did you listen to the podcast yesterday I sent you, Mike.
No, I didn't get a
The link.
chance to. I got it on my list to check it out, but I didn't get a chance to yesterday. I had to deal with a bunch of tax bullshit because we got 1099 deadlines over here in the States tomorrow, so I had to deal with that for all my employees and contractors and shit. So I was pretty busy.
Oh.
Still got to deal with it today too. I gotta finalize it.
Because that guy spoke about it yesterday as well. The same situation like that. Like for him, he started trading way back in 1998. He went full-time trading 2006, but the day he started trading full-time way back in 2006, things were not easy for him. He used to lose here and there for like years. So right now he's a profitable trader and who is consistent, but still there are days where he loses and starts like doubting himself.
Yeah.
Like it's just trading is just a way, like let's say you just learn every day. There's no day that you come out and say that now I'm a full profession, I'm a master, there's nothing that can really hit me.
Yeah.
Man, I hear you. There's a time I lost around was it all? I had paid for some signal somewhere and I deposited around 10,000 USD. Those are some good money that came from the cattles. Yo, the money went dried up. The money just disappeared in 2 days. Just like that.
Yeah, I've done that a lot. I've done that a lot.
Just like it's there and then it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 days. Yo, I just got an email margin call. I was like, what the hell is this stuff?
Margin call. Oh yeah.
And you know, $10,000 is a lot of money over in my side of the country. It's a lot of money.
Man, $10,000 is a lot of money here in the States too. Like, I know it's a lot of money over there. Shit.
Yeah, because $10,000 can get you around 2 acres of land here. You just fuck. Like that.
That's 3 months worth of rent.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. Shit.
God damn.
Yeah. $10,000 go a long way.
Yeah.
So when I called the guy, like, yo, what happened? It's like, brother, that is just business. It was some guy from these Telegram groups that tell you sign up to my VIP. I'm giving out some free VIP shenanigans. Some guy from the Arab state of the country. Yo, I was like, okay, this is too much for me now. Let me just go my own way.
Yeah, it happens, man.
Yeah, and you're wondering, how is that you personally, you are making losses, but this guy's not making losses? How?
Yeah.
Same trades, he's winning, I'm losing. Same trades.
Yeah, he's
just financed someone.
He's not being truthful is the problem. I mean, you see a lot of that. I mean, that's why you see like these Forex gurus and stuff. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're good traders. They're just really good marketers. You know, they're good at marketing. And people fall for it. It's very easy to fall for it.
Like
I mean, I did it for a long time. I did it for a long time. Falling for signal services.
If you want to see the true traders, go to YouTube.
What was that, Harith? My bad.
Like, we need people who are transparent, like Raja Banks, those who have traded on YouTube and showed their terminals, executing trades, making withdrawals, things like being so transparent with someone. Then someone really feel like, now how can someone come with an IG post posting a, let's say a MetaTrader terminal, took this trade after what it has already happened, like someone comes in. So he didn't send after it happened, things like that. Before the scenario happened, you will not see anyone talking, but after the scenario plays out, then someone is there to show you that I took the trade from the bottom or from the high, or the highs or the bottoms, things like that, which is not really fair. If you understand, okay, you know how to trade and you're doing it really well, why don't you go and create a YouTube like a YouTube channel, start trading live to people, show people how you're doing it? I think it doesn't take anything away from you if you're trying to trade live with people seeing you and you're still making money and you're still helping them to make money. So if anyone wants to join you for further, I don't know, for further studies or anything, then maybe they can link up with you and charge them a fee, something like that.
So like how Raja has done his thing, you know, that
Yeah.
becomes easy.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I
So
think like he's pretty transparent about it too. I mean, like most times when people ask him about his courses or whatever, he's like, if you can find it, then you can buy it. If not, like it's whatever, you know. So he's like not even really promoting it, you know. So yeah, it's kind of funny. in
I've never
general.
seen any smart money concepts trader on trying to show those concepts of trading. They only they are good at Instagram and
Yeah, I can't wait for this podcast to drop.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the thing.
it's
That's the thing.
it's today. Today.
Yeah, it's today. Yeah, it's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy that runs
Yeah, like
Smart
for
Money
real, let these
Concepts
guys
already.
come out. Let them show us on YouTube live. Like now, I'm here. This is my zone. Let's wait. All of you wait, and I'm going to execute as you see. Good. These are guys who execute like 5 to 10 trades a day. They catch up like 2 trades, and the rest are only losers. So they will bring these winners and post on Twitter and here for likes, a bunch of likes and this, and people sign up to their groups and stuff, and then you're funding a lifestyle there. Tomorrow, a guy pops up with a Lambo and says, "You see, came out from trading."
Yeah, Lambo, but the cost is around $1,500. That is the cost price.
Yeah, of course, of sure. People are paying monthly subscriptions on courses. There are courses that are paying monthly subscription
Fuck that.
$1,000 per month.
I think you gotta be fucking mentally retarded for that shit.
Yeah, legit. I mean,
God
it's
damn.
that's why I say, you know, like they're good at marketing, you know, like they're good
Yeah.
marketers, you know, like it's easy to fall for it because they only talk about wins, you know, win. And like when you're new to trading, it's very easy to be naive.
It's
to
attracting.
think- Yeah, and
Yeah.
like of course you see somebody just winning all the time, you're like, oh my God, I'll give you all my money to be in that position, you know. Like I've done it with a lot of things, you know. I'm a very like I always say it's very good to be skeptical. It's not good to be closed-minded, you know. And I'm a very skeptical person. Like I'm like, you know, I need to
hard,
see this
yeah.
for myself, you know. So like sports betting signals, all these things I've tried because like I see people like crushing it, and the sports betting ones like crack me up because you'll always see that people just posting huge gains. And then one time I signed up for a signal service for sports betting. I deposited like $1,000, followed all their rules, you know, like the risk management rules, took the exact plays, got like the spreads, all that stuff. Like everything was perfect, you know. And man, I lost that shit in like less than a month. You know, I'm like, and like meanwhile the whole month they were just on social media posting wins. You know, I'm just like,
Wow.
like how come you're getting wins on things you're not even posting as a signal? You know, like
Yeah.
you're posting like a a bet that worked out that you never even freaking posted on in the chat. You know, like what the
Yeah.
hell?
Oh man, so
That's the-
gold is getting a little too close for news for me, so I don't think I'm gonna execute on anything.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be an after news play for me. I'm gonna probably let it do its thing, and then maybe London close. I'll be able to catch something. That's typically what happens with me on news days. Is I'll just let the news event play out, and then see if I can catch like either a continuation or a correction. With
Yeah, London closes a while from now, huh?
Yeah, about 10 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, 2.5 hours, hour and a half. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't have enough patience to sit behind the screen that long.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
When no.
I think my rules are from 4 a.m. to, no, not 4 a.m. because I don't get like 4:30ish to about 7 a.m. my time.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So-
that's like 6:30 to or 7:30 to 9:30. That's pretty good time, I think.
Yeah.
You catch all the important stuff, NY open at 8 a.m. Eastern. You get like the comics pump, here right now. There's comics coming in right now. Then 8:30 usually drives a little volume.
NYSE open.
NYSE, yeah. Not to mention you have a 4-hour candle closure in that time frame as well. That usually is pretty good. So yeah, there's a lot that happens in that 2-hour time frame that you can get a lot of information to execute.
Yeah.
Oh.
And every time I see Raja posting shit from pre-London to London, like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like, do I go back to London or what?
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah, I hear you,
Just
man.
gotta ignore it. I gotta ignore it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has influenced a lot that thing, and that it has created losses onto my account. Trying to follow Raja. Raja is trading London. I'm also going in for London. Oh my days, it has crushed me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do my thing. I try to avoid things like that. When Raja posts these profits and what these, I don't really try to take my attention to that. I just scroll real fast out when he's trying to post those screenshots and what, because I know there's a way they influence you. Create that form. Why am I missing out of this? Why am I? What am I not seeing on the charts? Things like that. So
Yeah.
I try avoid it when he's trying to post such things.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta remember, he's got 7 years of experience behind the charts. You know, he sees things differently. He knows how to execute differently. So it's just a whole different ball game when it comes to Raja.
Does he post what he's the trade before he does it, or just after?
He hasn't been. No, he hasn't been like he used to.
Yeah, he was like super active on Twitter like before the year ended, and he was posting like a lot of things like pre-London stuff like that, like, you know, pretty much like a screenshot of a chart like this, you know, and he would be like, all right, I'm looking for sells below 1934 and buys above 1937, you know, and it would be up to you to execute. But that's what he was doing for a little bit. But yeah, I think like he's just had like some personal things. Yeah, I know he had like a death in the family that he mentioned, so
yeah, he's busy driving his Ferrari around.
Somebody asked him a couple of days ago about going live, and he said he was traveling.
Yeah, he's in Sydney.
Yeah, I think he's doing the Australian boot camp right now.
Bro, did you see that first class flight? Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, man, my mom, she has a really good job, man, and they send her like to London like 10 times a year. Like, she travels all over, but they always fly her first class, and like some of those things I'm just like, holy. I'm like, damn. She's like, I can't remember the airline. I want to say maybe it's Emirates, but she's like, yeah, like when you board the plane, like they ask you like what time that you want them to come make your bed and stuff. Like, it's crazy, you know, like
Qatar.
they give you like a free, oh yeah, Qatar, yeah. Yeah, they give you like a free, they give you like slippers and a robe and shit. Like,
yeah. Shit, man. Hey, what time you gonna come wipe my ass?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, like the flight, you know, like I think she said like most of the time those flights, like when she's going to London, they're like $5-6 grand, you know. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny because it's
even more.
yeah, it's funny because like that's like the standard, you know, like it's like in their policy that like you, like if you're traveling because of work, you know, like you're flying first class, like you have it, like she has a driver that like comes and picks her up from her house and drives her to the airport, like
a Secret Service agent.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like I'm just like, yo, this is insane. Like,
CIA.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, she has like an important position. Like she oversees like 2,000 people in an IT department of like a Fortune 500 company, you know. So it's important, you know. But I'm just like, damn, dude. Like, I made some wrong life decisions, man. I should have went that route. Like, fuck.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we do got news coming in like 3 minutes or so. So to everybody that's watching, definitely probably sit on your hands.
I gotta turn my mouse off.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Sit
Magic keys.
hands.
It's looking beautiful though. But
let me see here. Got some messages in the YouTube chat. Yeah, KJ. Yeah, he said some people have been waiting 45 plus days for withdrawals, and Ted has been absent from IG. You should be there a lot. I hope people don't lose their money. Complaints are in Slack and Reddit. Damn. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. Yeah. Do you stream daily? Just saw your channel. Yep, I do. Monday through Friday. Usually 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. I was a little late today, but yeah. Subscribe to the channel. Tap in. $19.60. Yeah, that's pretty far. Bullish bias and when gold hits around 1960. I think basically that is a demand zone. I just found out resistance and support, demand and supply, and order blocks. They are one thing. Yeah. Yeah, if that's a part of your plan, then rock with it. You know, that's what I always tell people. You know, if you can develop a plan, the biggest thing that I attach that to is that you have the ability to critically think. And I think that's like how people get successful with trading, is they have the ability to observe something, make a plan, and if it works out, they execute and learn from it. Yeehaw, please can you explain how you draw your support and resistance lines? I just joined your stream. Yeah, there's a video, here I'll pull it up. There's a video, or there's two videos on my channel. There's one that talks about how to identify tradable zones, and there's another one that talks about how to enter inside of those zones. So check those two videos out. They're just right on the home page, and that should answer a lot of your questions.
The other video that I saw can help someone a lot is the simulation video. The one that you posted on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I need to start doing those again, at least like every other week or something. They're really helpful for a lot of people, I notice, because you know, sometimes when we come to the streams, we don't take a trade, or like today, you know, we're just kind of sitting around waiting for something to happen. Whereas in a simulation, you know, we can simulate a whole week in an hour, and you know, we can definitely take trades, so it's useful.
Damn, that spread is wild. Holy shit.
Yep.
10.
Jesus.
Yep. This is what happens.
Thank God we didn't take the fucking bias.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This is what happens, man. So like this is like what I'm always worried about, is like when you see something with no wick, you know, like it closed like with no wick. So like this might flip and push up, you know.
It's gonna fill that fucking range, damn it.
Yeah, but typically
I hate news, man.
Yeah, typically with like these rates and CPI, NFP, things like that, like it won't break the highs and lows. So we'll have to see if it's gonna do that.
Yeah, numbers were better than expected, so
okay, so yeah, it should keep dropping.
Yeah. Ah, fucking bitch.
Yep.
It's like, God, news ruins the best technical setups. I mean, it's just fucked.
Yep, that is true.
Excuse my French.
No, you're all good. You're all good.
So how do you like it out there in Georgia, man? I've only been once, and it was like a quick trip. I had to fly there, and then I had to take a U-Haul all the way back to California.
Damn.
Shit was wild, dude. It was like the craziest trip I've ever experienced, not gonna lie, because like driving a big ass U-Haul, towing a Jeep behind it, and then going all throughout New Orleans with a massive storm, dude. I couldn't even see anything in front of me. It was like the craziest trip. And then on our like last hour home, I had a big ass blowout in one of the tires and almost lost control of everything. Dude, it was crazy.
Damn. Yeah,
but
no.
It looked nice when I was there.
Yeah, I did a cross country trip one time from New York. We left from New York, and we took like 9 days going across, and we just stopped. Like we stopped in Chicago. We went down to St. Louis. We went to Denver, Vegas. There's a couple more stops in there. I can't remember. But yeah, that was a good time. But like it was probably a little bit. Number one, we weren't driving a big ass U-Haul and towing a car behind. So yeah, I mean, that definitely sucks. But we also had like a lot of time. You know, like we weren't in a rush. You know, like so it was pretty cool. And we hit. It was like during spring, so like we hit baseball games all the way across. It was pretty dope.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, so Georgia, I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's cheap, you know. So
Yeah.
where I live, it's pretty cool area. It's a small island, so it's a cool spot.
Yeah.
It's definitely kind of backwoods though. It's like it's a little hillbilly, you know. Like people are slow as hell, you know. They don't really have like a work ethic, you know.
I see.
It's kind of different, you know. Like I mean, I'm from Michigan originally, and I mean people up there like they're hustlers, you know. It's a very blue collar state, and you know people hustle, and you know here like we're having a thing with like the causeway that attaches us to the mainland, where they're doing construction on it, and they're not even really doing construction. They're like surveying the bridge, you know, and you know, you drive by this shit, they got one lane closed, and it's only one way each way. So, like, they have to close one lane, and, like, they're like, you know, all right, this side goes for a little bit, and then, you know, they shut it, and then the other side comes in, you know, so it's a freaking mess. But, anyways, you drive by it, and there's one dude working, you know, and probably 30 people just standing around watching that one dude work. Like, that's how, like, Georgia is. Like, it's the dumbest shit, you know. I'm just like, this is insane, you know. But I mean, nonetheless, I mean, it's super cheap. Like earlier you said, you know, rent is, you know, out there 10 grand is 3 months of rent. You know, 10 grand would last me like a year here on rent. So, yeah, so it's a little bit different.
I pay almost about $3,000 a month.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, our rent is, I think, $1,550, and I mean, I'm 4 blocks.
I wish.
4 blocks from the beach, you know, 2-bedroom house, you know, I mean, like, our house isn't anything crazy, but still, you know.
Yeah, I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
But I'm on a golf course, so.
Yeah.
It's a little more pricey.
Yeah, no, I used to live in San Luis Obispo, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, so when we did that drive out, that's where we ended up, and I was supposed to fly out, like, you know, a couple of days after we got there, and my flight just got canceled, so I was like, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna stay, and stayed out there for like a year, and yeah, our rent was really expensive out there. It was like $3 grand a month out there, and we actually lived in like a terrible like apartment complex right there by Cal Poly, and
okay.
but yeah, I loved it out there. It was super cool vibes, like Monterey, that whole area was awesome, but so
yeah,
expensive.
I love California, but it's so expensive, man.
Yeah, I mean, just going to get like a sandwich, you know, at a fast food joint, you know, it's $20. You're like, what
I know.
the fuck happened? what did I get, you know?
Yeah, the other day I went to Five Guys. It's a burger spot, and for the first time in a while, and I got a hamburger and a milkshake, and that shit was, no kidding, $18 and like 80 cents. I was like, are you fucking kidding me for a hamburger and a shake?
Yeah, and that's no fries, you know, the fries.
Yeah, no fries. No fries.
Yeah. Fries would have made it 28.
Like $25 for some fries.
Yeah. Can I get some extra seasoning? Oh, that'll be $5 extra.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. Weird times we're living in.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, bro.
What's happening, Sartaz?
Yeah, nothing, bro. Call a day.
You out of here? Oh, damn. GJ made a little pump, too. Still in the range, though.
Bye-bye, Muhammad.
Where is Muhammad? Is he still here?
Doesn't look like it.
No, I don't see him. He must have fell off. Right around this time, his internet gets all shitty over there, so...
Shit. Where is he from?
He lives in Uganda, I think.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Shit. That's quite a ways away.
Yeah, I think Maurice is over there too, somewhere in Uganda or Kenya, one of them, right, Maurice? Oh, he must be away.
Yeah, he's from Kenya. He's from Kenya.
Oh yeah, Titus. Yeah, I know you're out there too.
Oh yeah, from Kenya.
Yeah, we got the gang out here, man. We got the African gang, man. We taking over. We gotta come out there, man. I would honestly love to come out there, man. Like, see some of the
Same.
safaris, and I would love to even like go to some of those like you know, some of the little tribes, you know, see some of that. Like, I love seeing the different cultural stuff. That's like one of my favorite things about going to like the Caribbean, Mexico, like just traveling in general. Like went out to Czech Republic a couple of years ago. That was a crazy experience. Like we went to it was Czech Republic versus Russia, a hockey game. It was insane. It was like honestly probably one of the best cultural experiences I've ever had. Like it was insane. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things about traveling. Just living like the locals live.
Have you ever been to Costa Rica?
No, never been there. That's one place in the Caribbean I haven't been.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a good time.
Yeah, and I've been like all over the Caribbean. I mean, Puerto Rico, like pretty much all the U.S. Virgin Islands, all the British Virgin Islands. Just went to Aruba in November.
Nice.
Cozumel a bunch of times. All over the Caribbean, but never to Costa Rica. And I love to surf too, so it's kind of funny that I've never been there. But
yeah, that's one of the reasons that I went out. I don't surf. My buddy does, and he wanted me to go out there with him and do some photography work. So we went out for a week and shot some good things and really enjoyed ourselves.
Nice, yeah, that's sweet. Yeehaw, if you're still here, these are the videos I'm talking about right here. How to identify where to enter a trade, and then how to identify tradable ranges. These two should really help you out.
And what do you use to simulate? Are you using SoftFX?
Yep, Soft 4FX. Yep.
Have you heard of FX Replay?
Nope.
No. It's based off actually based on what's it called? TradingView. It's really interesting.
Oh, cool. So you can execute it from TradingView?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's
nice.
really cool. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat here.
That's one of the things I don't like about Soft 4FX is, and that's like why I don't like trade. Like people have asked me to like trade based off of like my terminal so they can see like where my entries are and stuff, and I just like, it's a pain in the ass. Like it's so hard to navigate, you know, and like you know, draw things up, you know, you gotta click like 3 buttons just to get the square thing to come up, the rectangle thing to come up.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it's like I just have it right here, you know. It's the same thing for a line, you know, you gotta click like 3 buttons to get that, and I was just like, man, that's too hard.
Yeah, check the chat. I just dropped it in there. Yeah, it's kind of expensive, honestly. I mean, it's $30 a month, but I feel like that's kind of worth it.
Yeah,
if you're really trying to sharpen your skills.
Yeah, if you use it, yeah, it's definitely definitely worth it. I can't remember what Soft 4FX was. Maybe $100.
Yeah, that's what it was for like 2 licenses.
Yeah.
But yeah, Soft Forex is difficult, and it doesn't give you like as good as like good statistics.
Yeah. Yeah, the only reason that I used it was just because of Raja. You know, I would hop on his simulation sessions, and he would be busting through it, and so that's kind of how I figured it out, and learned about it. But
yeah.
1337 Forex ICT is my real life friend, so it's so weird seeing both my mentors going at it. Yeah, it's pretty wild. If he's your real friend, you know, document some of his stuff. You know, the world's been questioning as shit, you know, so get him out there.
Yeah, tell him to put some statements up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like I typically like stay away from like the shit talking and stuff like that, but for some reason, like, I don't know, and like no offense to any smart money concept traders or any of that, but that are potentially watching, but for some reason, like it's the marketing side of things that just really drives me nuts. And like he doesn't sell anything, obviously, so it's not that big of a deal, but You know, to me, it's just like if you're going to influence somebody, like you need to like make sure you're influencing them the right way, you know. And so that's why I really respect Raja, you know, because he's like, hey, this is my strategy, and here's the proof that it works, you know. So that's made me gain a lot of respect for him. And like what he did with that $5,000 account, you know, that's just like, you know, that's
That was wild.
That was insane. Yeah. Look, I think for me, the proof is that you're doing it live. Like people can actually see that you're doing it. It's not like something you show us a whole bunch of videos after the fact. Like you're watching this account grow every single day. So you're like, whoa, okay.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and like for him when it, and that was like kind of like the selling point when I ended up like getting market fluidity like years ago. It was exactly that, you know. I'm like, damn, you know, I can see like this guy's legit, you know, like he's walking the walk, you know. So and like that's the thing, like I honestly just I don't have any hate towards ICT. It's just one of those things where it's like if you're gonna be this influential, if you're gonna try and persuade people, you know, to follow you and your strategies, then like you need to have something backing it, you know. That would be like me, you know, being like, hey guys, like when you come onto my streams, this is how we trade. I don't want to fucking hear anything else, you know, like this is the right way, follow my signals, blah blah blah, you know. When I'm not like sure I'm trading live, but I'm not showing you guys my terminal or anything, you know. So it's like, do you even know that I'm executing these live, you know? So it's like there's a lot of things where it's like my angle is like, hey, like you know, if you guys want to come trade with me, awesome. You know, this is what I do. If you don't want, if you want to do it, then amazing. If you don't, then I don't really care. You know, like I have nothing to sell. You know, so it's like it's a little bit different. And I think if he made that approach, then he wouldn't be as hated. You know, he wouldn't have like the controversy. So I think that's like the problem. Marbella, no, I didn't execute on news here. It would have played out though, I think. I think if you would have had sell and buy stops, I think it would have played out. I don't know what the spread was looking like. I wasn't looking at my broker, so
10 pips.
Yeah, I know Joey, you were mentioning that it was pretty wild, so it might have activated buy stops and sell stops depending on where you would have had it set. So me personally, I don't like to like gamble like that, you know. I mean, I'd rather just go to the casino if I'm gonna gamble, or you know, just drive down the road and throw the money out the window, and you know, watch some homeless people run after it or something, you know. So that's probably what I would do instead of trading news. But I mean, if you think about it too, I mean, we're essentially just calculated gamblers here, you know, trading in general. So you know, I can't be too harsh about it, but it's just not something I prefer. Let's see. Oh, Daniel Harding, what's good, man? Good morning. How you doing? Yeehaw, yeah, check those videos out. You can also tap into the Telegram group. The description's in the bio, or the link's in the description here. Ask me whatever questions too. If you have any questions about like those 2 videos, you know, about how I trade, then I'd be more than happy to help you out. Pipster going to 1924.70. I think that has a very high probability to happen, especially if we get this 30-minute candle closing below. So 15 minutes already
good
closed,
on the 15 minute.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The 15 minutes should have already closed below, so it's probably heading in that direction. Yep.
Yeah, there's no valid stop loss or anything though, and it's already within the halfway within the range. Now, I was watching some videos on SRC yesterday, and he was talking about how, you know, it's like you're really having a 50-50 chance if you're taking a trade in the middle of the range. Like, it just doesn't make sense to.
Yep. Yeah, that's a big thing that I've taken away from Raja, is a very simple concept of, you know, the more you know, the more consecutive candles you have in a direction, the higher probability you have to have some sort of bearish candle. So in this example, you know, right here, like we have all these bullish candles here. You know, it wouldn't make sense to like take buys up here or whatever, because there's so many consecutive bullish candles. There's a very high probability that we're going to see a bearish one soon. And
Yeah.
another thing to think about is like, if you think about how far prices move from this support area down here, there's a higher probability to have that retrace before it's going to continue. So those two things like have changed a lot for me,
Yeah.
as far as breakouts and stuff like that. Let's see.
Yeah, this is the year of having more patience. I mean, last year, like, I was just doing impulse entry, and I mean, it worked out for the most part, but I just don't like the stress.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, that's kind of how my motivation has been since the year started as well. It's just like, yeah, this year is like A1 setups only. I just want to trade the best possible setup. Some days I might not be able to take a trade because there's no proper setup, but that's fine. I'd rather do that than take a loss.
Yeah. Now, like if there wasn't news, I would have definitely taken that impulse entry to the buy side for sure once it broke those highs.
And it probably would have played if it wasn't news,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
That's what happens.
But the news was decent for USD, so.
Yep. Pipster, Five Guys, fire but expensive. Facts. Even in Georgia, this shit's still expensive.
Yeah, Five Guys is good. I probably eat in and out once a week.
Honestly, I don't understand the hype of In and Out.
Yeah, it's just convenient, dude, honestly. Like when I'm in a pinch and it's like, fuck, I don't have anything for dinner, I don't have anything to cook. I kind of just shoot for a burger.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I get that for sure, but like for example, my mom, she goes out there and she's like, first stop she wants to hit is In and Out. She's got like an In and Out t-shirt. I'm like, I fucking hate In and Out. Like I don't see anything good about it. I'm not a fan, but it's funny that you say that too, the convenience thing, because like that's one thing that's like really it was hard when I first moved here to the island, because we have nothing on the island. We have no fast food restaurants, nothing like that.
Which is good though.
No, yeah,
I mean, because you don't indulge in a shit food.
Yep, and the grocery store that we have on the island is like severely expensive. It's super overpriced. So you have to like really think about like, all right, I need to buy X amount of shit, for the week or 2 weeks in the summertime, because you don't even want to leave the island in the summertime because the traffic's so bad. So it's like, it's kind of funny, like we never eat out, because like that's another thing is all the restaurants here, it's all fried food, it's like it's all fried food, like fried seafood and French fries and hush puppies. It's super good.
Seed oils every day.
Yeah, super good, but damn, for your gut, man, that is not good. Be on the toilet all day.
I've recently become more health conscious. I'm buying a lot more like organic things, grass-fed beef, just trying to be more conscious about the things I consume.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing to do. I mean, you notice like you feel so much better. You're not like tired after you eat because you consumed, a shit ton of carbs and junk food. I mean, it's good to be conscious. It's actually a lot simpler than people make it out to be. Like for me, I don't count macros or do any of that crazy shit. I just like eat a meat and a veggie. That's pretty much it. Every meal, meat and a veggie, and then throughout the day, if I get hungry, I'll snack on like a banana and peanut butter. Like that's pretty much all I eat. But people are always asking, like, do you count your macros and all this? I'm like, hell no. Like, that's too hard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to the restaurant with a damn scale, Joel here on YouTube. Hey Mike, I'm new here. How can I join the Zoom? Well, first, Joel, you gotta make sure you subscribe to the channel because you're new, and then you gotta give a like to the stream. That's how you pay the fee. And then, if you look at the bottom of the screen that you're looking at on YouTube, there's a little ticker there that tells you how you can find the Telegram group. Once you join the Telegram group, you'll see the Zoom link. Titus, I think for the ICT it works, but it is a very hard thing to learn. I did some back testing, but ICT himself is not a good teacher. Yeah, and that's a very good point there that you bring up, Titus. Is like that's one thing that I noticed when I was going through like the trials of other traders and things like that. That I was like buying their mentorships or whatever the case might be. Is a lot of things were back tested based on just going in the history of the chart. Just like scrolling back and being like, okay, cool. So see this, all right, this is where I would take the entry, and voila. But what you don't really understand is how those candles actually printed. For example, like this candle right here, you might look at this in 10 days, and you can look at this same candle, and you can see, okay, yeah, it was a bullish candle. It closed above the zone. It's going to continue bullish. But like what you don't see when you're looking in the past is how did this candle actually print. And so that's why I think like those simulation softwares are really good, because you're seeing how the candle is printing, and I think that's like most important when it comes to like a concept. And that's honestly like one of the things that irritates me about the ICT stuff, is because I'm just like looking at it like, yeah, I mean, you're looking at the history of a chart, of course you know what happened and where it's gonna go, but like what happens in a live market, the emotions of the candles printing, the volatility, like that's all very important. And like your entry or non-entry could be heavily influenced based on just how the candle prints. So I think that's important. But yeah, I mean, I've seen guys in even like my Telegram chat. I mean, they post like some of the smart money concepts stuff, like the ICT stuff, and they'll post their profits or whatever. And I mean, like they're clearly making it work. So it's not that it's invalid. It could definitely be valid. It's just people just challenge the proof.
Yeah. I don't know if you, can you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh yeah, okay. What I think about the ICT, I think all these concepts are the same. The thing to do with the demand, order blocks. Actually, an order block is a place like maybe a support zone where maybe a move started. That's basically that's a support or resistance.
Yeah.
But I think for the entries with the ICT, I think that's what I love to use, because okay, there is an imbalance where but the ICT concepts are kind of hard to understand, since you are using the lower time frame, and they have a lot of noise. Like the 3 minutes chart has a lot of noise, but at least I can use that one for an entry, to make an entry, that is just to make an entry. But for the analysis, I think I use the higher time frame, that is the day. I love to see if the day is bullish, then I'll just take my trade depending on the daily candle. If it's bearish, I can take a reversal or something like that. But I think basically it's just about finding your strategy and trying it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, find another one.
Bingo. Nailed it on the head. That's exactly what it comes down to. It's a beautiful thing about trading. It's like art, I mean, you look at paintings and stuff like that. Some of them it looks like they just threw paint at a wall, and they're like, all right, this is $1,000. And then you have another thing where it's like, man, this is very detailed. You can tell it's a turtle swimming in the ocean and it looks beautiful. All right, $1,000. Both of them will be bought. Somebody will buy both of them. Like somebody will find it attractive, and like, you're exactly right. I mean, it's the same thing with trading. It's just about identifying what works for you, what makes sense for you, and if you can duplicate it, if you can do it over and over. So yeah. But guys, I gotta shut it down. I got a meeting that I gotta hop on here in 3 minutes. I'll try and post something in the chat here, or in the Telegram chat, if I'm gonna take anything. But I mean, at this point, it doesn't really look like anything is gonna play out that I would like. But if it does, it's probably gonna be 10 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Eastern, more so closer to London close, because it's going to give us a couple of more 30-minute candles, going to give us a little bit more information about where price might be going. I might be able to determine something.
All right, brother. You have a good day, man.
Yeah, you
Thanks.
too, Joey. It's good catching up with you and linking up with you here. Bye, Christine.
Yeah,
hope you have a great day. Maurice, peace out. Have a great day. Titus, as always, have a great day. Fahar, I know you just popped in, but I hope we see you tomorrow. And the rest of you
have a
all,
good one.
Okay, nice time, nice time.
have a good one. Have a good one. Everyone on YouTube, have an amazing day. See you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be on time tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. I think we got news, CPI tomorrow as well. So we'll see what happens. But thanks for tuning in as always. Peace out.